Uh, I don't know what happened. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think we're back. Sorry, I don't know what happened. Um, I got a live stream violation for what? Okay. Maybe it was the music. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I hear myself double. Okay. I got a live stream violation. Um, so let's go to Epidemic Sound. Yeah, somehow they're very harsh. I don't know what happened, to be honest. Like, I have no clue. Maybe it was the music, I guess. Now we back to shitty Epidemic Sound. Why don't I not? I don't see the chat. What's going on? Okay, never mind. Don't know what happened. Sorry, folks. Don't know what happened. Sorry, folks. No, I never tried that out. It's a Kojima game, right? Yeah, somehow I don't have time to play games so much anymore. Like when I have time, I rather want to do some art stuff. Hmm. Hmm. Sorry folks, I'm just trying to think how I want to render this jacket. Because I'm not sure if I want to go for such a... If I should rather go for something a bit more muted. Let me actually try this here. Hey Jacob, thank you so much for saying it. Really appreciate it. I feel like no one watched the video, to be honest. Like, at least my metrics are saying it. They could literally write, bro, no one cares about your video. I just spent like a week of compiling all the info, but that's how YouTube is. I also think that my thumbnail sucked ass a bit. So, yeah. I guess this is how it is. But yeah, again, thank you for saying it. Appreciate it. Very much appreciated. Enjoy, man, enjoy. Let me know how the progression was. I'm always curious about that. Yeah, you know, it's funny because I was watching a video of another YouTuber, and I was just, you know, there are these pop-up comments, and the content he did was very similar to all the content out there, and someone was like writing, dude, people start already copying your content, and I'm like, bro, like literally they're all copying themselves. Like everyone is kind of like just doing what the metrics are kind of like telling them. So yeah, I mean, I kind of like do that as well, but for me, just these days, for whatever content I do, my premise is practicality. I don't want that the stuff I put out there is not usable, if you know what I mean. Let me see if that works. I basically pulled up a reference of the leather jacket. Let me see if that works to implement. it's kind of like a leather. Let's add a bit of light from our brain. Let's do this green layer. Yeah, but you know, the thing is, I don't need to stress about this anymore, which is cool, because a long time ago I realized that first of all, art content is not doing any. I mean, I don't say there are some art YouTubers who do really good money with it on an entertainment level, but this is not the content I want to do. Like, I rather stick to educational content. So, but there are a few people who are really good with this. So, hey Eric. Yeah, apparently I got banned for some music. Right now I'm editing your video in an entertaining, funny way. I hope you like it. Could be a bit too much this time? No, bro. I mean, I think that's really the premise when we make those educational videos, that because it's education, you know, like I'm always thinking how I wish my teacher would have been when they taught me history, for example, you know? Dropping a joke in here, like sarcasm a little bit here and there, funny metaphors, like this is really stuff that is really, like, you know, it makes also topics like this like more interesting, and as a teacher it's also more interesting to teach this stuff. So just go as far as you want to. We can always take things out, I would say. Appreciate you putting into effort. Appreciate you putting effort into it. Hey, Ego Material, how's it going? I appreciate all your effort in the video streams. You guys, a great job. Drawing on off since I was a kid. Definitely noticed big improvement since. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy if you enjoy the videos, and also if you have feedback or whatever. So like, we are definitely open for that. Also, since Glitch joined supporting me with the videos, like the quality of course improved, but also I think we also still kind of like looking for the right finesse of the videos, if that makes sense. So kind of like thinking of like, okay, what is actually the style that we want to do with those videos. That's nice. Appreciate you being here. Have a good weekend, folks. I got banned, Elliot. Probably for some music. Pretty sure for some music. You know, I was like, hey, I found like some YouTube channel where there's some good music which you can use for the stream. Whack. Me talking too much, you know. Thinking like I know the game. A favorite instructional art book? I wouldn't say favorite. And also, like, I don't have many art books who are instructional. I have the Stonehouse Anatomy. I would call that a instructional art book. That's a pretty good one. I learned a lot from the How to Render book by Scott Robertson also. So, yeah. How about you? What's your favorite instructional art book? Yeah, I buy used books for that case. I'm not too sure about this material change. It's also, I think, too saturated. Kind of like, I want it like to be like thick, but also almost plastic looking. But the value range I'm using is more for like a leather jacket, so it's kind of like a material that I don't really know since it's futuristic. Okay, you know what? Let me sit on this for a moment. And let me do the rest. And then we'll figure something out. Yeah, whenever you run into something where you feel like it's not going anywhere, sometimes it's good to step back and to not force it, because usually forcing it doesn't make it any better. A holographic texture? Do you mean taking like a photo? I know what you mean, I think. Do you mean to play more with flats? That's actually a good idea. Even though it's a simple solution, we could do something cool with it. Thing is, like, there are a few concepts out there which I actually do not want it to. It feels like I'm duplicating that kind of style in a way, you know. I would rather like see this as an experiment and try to figure something out that it's working for me. Hey Nixon Creatives, how's it going? But I do have some really cool textures that I could try on it, like this, for example. Where's the jacket? There you go. That looks pretty fire. But that now almost looks like one of those concept of, I forgot the name of the IP. I really forgot the name. The Sigma Vodka IP, Falcon something also. I don't know. It looks cool. Yeah. I don't know. Let's just sit it here and let's do the rest first. Where was I? The face. But thanks. Good point, brother. Thank you so much. Was definitely a valid point you made. How many brushes, bro? Yeah, I mean, doing this for a while, so there are a few brushes that come together after years. Also working in-house there and here and there. There you meet some people, you collect some new brushes here and there, so Thank you, Nixon. Appreciate it. Nice. I mean, that would be awesome if that works for you. Feel free to, if you share it, tag me along. I would love to see it. Music is just repeating. I'm so in the zone, like I don't even like realize that the music is just repeating. What the fuck? Music, hip hop.
She liked me better when I was coming up. Nowadays we don't do a lot, but I done enough. Button down this button up. Long days of a hustler. So baby, when you come see me, don't f up. Shots flowing, I'm a son of a gun. Still going at a hell of a run. Not finishing the plot thickens, so the story goes. I've been one of them ones. Still don't know if she in love with the kid or the man behind. What comes with a buzz? All good, cause it's what comes with this life. When you lunging above, all the limits they placed on Lil Nicky when he was young on the cusp. You was there too, hugging the cut, but both of us had stuff to adjust. Growing pains, I was making waves in the studio, not drunk in the club. Overseas tours, budgeting funds, not getting paid much. I was opening up. Times changed, now you opening up for me. I'm someone you know you could trust. The nights we grow and discuss about how we swaying away from the cold and corrupt. Turn us both to some free spirits who was minors then to the goal that we struck. Dog, but only a pup. I tell you the
Hello, hello, Sweet Cider. How are you? What's with the texture? I just put it in here because I couldn't find a sexy solution for the jacket yet. So, what the fuck's the online? Hey, Faruk, Habibi, how are you doing? Yes, still online. Still doing. I kind of like have fun with it. Stream also crashed in between, so. Some sort of alien corruption. Yeah, you know, she gives me kind of like hacker vibes, you know, like cyberpunk hacker vibes. So I think I could see her like this more. Being like a hacker girl, some sort of. Oh, fuck. Hey, what's up with this? Why is it so? Do you have an Insta? Yes, I have an Insta. My Instagram is my first name. So JANOS.GERASCH. Sorry, was the question, wasn't it for me? Sorry. Hey, Mazi Serk. I hope I didn't butcher that. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it.
you know, you know. LONDON, if you know, you know. Come through if you wanna roll, if you know, you know. Bad to the bone, if you know, you know. Get stupid with the flow, if you know, you know. LONDON, if you know, you know. Come through if you wanna roll, if you know, you know.
Wait, can I text it in here? Wait, my Insta. Yeah, no worries, Farouk. It's no problem. Yeah, long week. $320 for you. Oh.
Turning practice to perfection took some trying. Who'd have thought that I'd get my next blessing from some lines? I turned this rap shit into my profession and defied all they projections. No ceiling on what's manifesting in my mind. Cause I get stronger when the pressure build. More hunger, what's next to kill. Grind with the time I had and get paid over time. This so refined, just peep the detail. And it's all for retail. I used to get my inspo from the store that was for. Now we don't cross my mind so much cause everything hot. I don't even check the traffic flow cause everything fly. Before I whips, now I got extra keys. Just text my lady, I'm the greatest, she said yes indeed. Can't play it safe, I'm taking risks cause I know what could be. Where that could lead, you best believe I'll be the first to see.
Business trip? Where did you have to go?
So I can't work for free. And put my soul in every moment, it's all sacrifice just by what you think worth the bleed. What you think worth the scars? Girl, it's way more to the world than fancy cars. We gon' live today, we might not see tomorrow. You gon' miss the galaxy, try and see the stars. Contemplate daily what's gonna get us far. No need to buy the world cause it's already ours. And I'm no longer searching for another reason. When I'm through with this earth, I might just rise up out the dirt and ball another season. 20s, 50s, 100s, I wanted is mine. Planning the purchase, I'm buying land in the purpose divine. Pull out a family, one roof to stack, it won't cost them.
Oh, I haven't done those. Okay, this goes quick. Quick.
Make sure the ethic match my ambition and wait for the time when drinks is on me. Thanks I don't need. I done had this plan since both jeans and long tees. No extended hands that didn't feed them on freeze. Cause I ain't got the battery to spin, I'm low key. I done put my TK in 10 times, no lie, I did the job. Had to wash my hands on wind, lay down at night and get to God. It have been so many times inside, I thought when nothing left. I was on my way up thinking I would fall, but took a step.
How long does it usually take you to design a character? Just really depends on what I need to do. If we think about kind of like this, which is more considered a sketch, a concept sketch. I mean, it also depends on like if we just talk about pure line work. Maybe 2 hours, an hour something in between. Depends also how complex the design is. And then usually what you do first, you start out with the lines, and in production, you also do those character sheets where you do like front A, back A, so call out, so to speak. Those are the bread and butter of any character production. So that's also a little bit different in approach. And sometimes you skip those pose stages where you just do like front poses, you know, so you just do a front and back pose and call outs. So you completely skip the whole attitude thingy here. So yeah, it really depends on what it is that I need to do. But for front back design, few days. Really also depends on the complexity. And also, I'm actually an environment concept artist, so I mean, I'm a concept artist, so I can do both, and I have done both in production. So yeah, I don't know. I think with environments, I'm also even faster and more like I know more tricks, I would say. But I actually really enjoy doing characters for the past years, just for fun's sake. I feel like I overdone the hair a bit.
I feel like Kobe 24, you know I had to ice my wrist. I've been ballin' since a young, you know I had to stack my chips. Bending corners, 12 personas, know we had to take them risks. You want a spot and take a shot, don't give a fuck about
Reduce the noise a bit.
We in the field, but I'm in the end zone, no I can't lie. Girl is a friend, but she and her friends gonna look at the score. I'm sorry, little brother, you know you can't win. You shit like a knockout. I punch like take when I aim at his chin. So we in the back of the back. Last name drip real shit, so you know I get drippy. You ain't on my side, ain't on my team.
So I think we add this here. Also make this here like this. Take this one out. Oh, okay. Yeah, if I don't play so many games anymore those days. It's a bit weird because like I grew up with playing a lot of games, and me and my friends, we play some older games from time to time, but like those days I'm like really not gaming so much anymore. So I bought Cyberpunk, which was definitely a great decision, and I played it a little bit when I had my back problems, so that was kind of like cool because I really enjoyed it. But yeah, but usually like I don't play so much games anymore, unless maybe I'm working on a title in a game studio. Then it could be that I maybe would do this. What is split fiction? Can you explain that to me? Hey George, how's it going? Oops. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate that the stream crashes. Otherwise, the people who missed it could at least follow this kind of like stuff we did for their own purpose of learning, but that's just how it is. Comes from some guys who did It Takes Two, action adventure co-op, mostly story dependent. Okay. Also haven't played the other game. There's something in her bag, yes.
Single life is better, but you know they lie. Your girl has got you gassed up, so you coincide. The streets and tore your ass up, you should go inside, baby. I hope you find what you deserve. That nigga you was chasing left you crying on the curb. Then you call me, man, you really got the nerve. I ain't one of these nice niggas, give a fuck about what you heard. But no hard feelings, it's all love, baby. We reached our ceiling, it's all does, baby. I'm out my feelings, it's all shrugs, baby. Ain't no more distractions, I leveled up, baby. I was waiting for you, but it's okay. I said I'm trying to pull up on ya, headed that way, and I'm like, why you trying to gaslight me? Girl, you got the things I need. I was trying to go your speed, but now it's feeling alright, but it's same energy, same energy, same energy, same energy.
Hey Grady, how's it going? Bye bye, bro. Thanks for staying and watching. Enjoy gym. What inspired the design? Well, that's a good question. We kind of like just started with a pose, and I was more like following forms, you know? I was more like playing with forms. And then I just also grabbed some references in terms of for each little clothing items in order to figure out the material I wanted to add. And for the jacket, the jacket is technically still not done because I wanted to make it kind of like plastic looking, but it wasn't working. And then we just added kind of like a texture to it, super random. And it visually does a lot, but yeah, the theme is kind of like cyberpunk-ish, if that makes sense. Hey Juan, how's it going? Thanks for thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah, I just made a video about character design, so if any of you are interested in like just starting with the basics of archetypes, challenges, and there's also a plan in it. Hey Art of Mango, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the fam. Yeah, it's like I'm kind of like have to think about like a hacker girl in a way. Yeah, and usually in the process you start with line work and you slowly, I mean, also depends like what it is that you want to do, that you need to do in terms of quality, but you would then slowly reduce um, the lines. So you can use them as an ambient occlusion, for example. You put them on an overlay layer, can work, but you can also just reduce them. You can also basically, for example, what you can do also, let's say we have the face, which is sometimes really nice. Then you take this because we have it as a mask. I press Control J, so I duplicate, so to speak, the face out of those lines. Bring it back, and then I can also kind of like colorize it. Kind of give it a bit more of a reddish undertone if I want to. Put it on overlay, so then it's kind of like a red, which is pretty nice. Also can darken this again just a little bit more. And from far away it has like a really nice red undertone, which is very natural for the face. And then you can just clean it up. Yeah. Yo, how's the weather? How's it going, Brandon? Will be awesome in the future. You make a portfolio review. Juan, do you mean like a feedback session on feedback on portfolios? We did that actually a lot in the past years. But yeah, that's something we haven't done for a while. Hey Brandon, how's your comic going? Hey. Excuse me. Cool. To work on it. That's a good plan. Oh. Already. So you are busy man. Are you still working at the donut store? I hope you don't got diabetes yet from eating too many donuts. Hey man, I'm really looking forward to it. The cool thing is I still remember it from our brief when you started with it, so it's kind of like cool for me to see now you working on it, you know. Wow, this is really wild. Just taking the green of the material with the color dodge and now going over it gives it like this, actually the look I wanted, like this plastic look. You know, like this is a material that doesn't really exist, so to speak. That's pretty cool. There's any Discord community? Yes, we have a Discord community. Feel free to join. If you join, don't be confused because I have to give member roles and sometimes I'm just not fast enough. But feel free to join, of course. I wonder if I should be lazy mofo and just merge everything together. I sometimes do this just to speed up the whole like process of things. But the problem is like the cleanup takes too long. When you want to clean up things. And I don't know if I want to clean up things. Also for those boots. How do they look without this? Oh, they look horrible. Where's the reference? I think I'm going to make them like the rest. Or do I? No, let me just duplicate the boots. Let me turn those off. Let me try to copy. the metallic pieces, which are, where are they? Yeah. Let's try how these boots look like this. Oh, that was the wrong layer. And there. Ooh, that looks wild. Go back. Add a screen layer. Let's see, where is this metallic reference for the legs? Had a reference for it. Ah, yeah. Yo, art friend, there you go. Feel free also to create a sketchbook on the server. We have a sketchbook area, so feel free to do that.
missed it. I manifested the motive, the mission. Had got sick of sitting around and just wishing I roll up the sleeves to get out and go get it. Some kept it pushing, some blind to the vision, but I had the key for the doorway existed. Way up the ladder, they can't even fathom the purpose. I'm setting it permanent, infinite. Why you think I had to go and get Timothy? You can't avoid the future when it's imminent. You can keep the loathing in the sentiments. Some way too locked in to be giving attention to DUI. I won't stop at the limit until I die. Make my moment in history, remember why you had started and finished it front line. You know, Slimothy militant preach. I'm back off of the collar, the leash. Took it in, I adopted the game. I should get a check from the state every week. Work ethic, I climb to the peak and repeat. No burnout, I'm constantly leaking the heat. They sending it, packing it, shipping it, label distributed. I hit them back with the feet. It never stopping the stats on the sheet. I lay all of this on the table. I did all I did for the crowd. Can't be nothing less than what I'm made for. They won't give it to you, gotta take it. Then separate all the good ones from the greatest. And all the realest from the fakest. The game is all I know. The game is all I know. And I can't let it down. My ego won't allow. I'm still fulfilling dreams of my inner child. I know it make them proud. Sometimes I think it's wild. Could've chose a lane that wouldn't have took as long. Without the up and downs, what would I have found? I guess I never know. But this is now. I've been at the check. I've been in the lab. I've been in and out. I ain't weighing in. I'm the biggest I done been. I'm the biggest all around. Ain't no room to doubt. Cause the second that you let it in, it's never moving out. Tell them move around. If you ain't trying to make it big, you better make it out. Point is, no, I have no time. I have no time to waste, no time to slack.
Let's see.
I wanna keep pushing. I wanna go.
Yeah, I just saw. I just gave you permission.
You know, do everything I can with the time I have. I can't waste a second. Not 1 second.
Let's check.
So,
Yeah, it looks a bit more badass, if you ask me. Even though value transition is a bit shitty because it's kind of like the same value, something that I usually wouldn't do. Maybe I can wait. Maybe I can kind of brighten this up a bit. Hmm. Kind of like the dark metal thing. Okay, folks, I think I will call it a day. I mean, I can kind of like work on this forever, feeling wise, but even though the stream crashed twice, I think we got pretty far with this. So I hope that you could take a bit with you from the stream, just learning a bit. And that you folks enjoy the stream. I always do when I can talk to you. So yeah. I wish you all a wonderful weekend. We can quickly recap how we approach this. So we started with this one. Looks pretty damn not like what we have right now, but that's always the interesting part about character design, especially when you start somewhere. It's basically just an essence of an idea, and you don't need to be a good draftsman or draftsperson in order to get your idea out. It's just the essence. But the important part is that we craft, right? When we think about where we started with this and like how much more information we added step by step by step, it's always a build-up process, and it's includes also decision making a lot, failing a lot. Failing is extremely important. It's just part of it, and then just following your gut intuition in a way, and just just focusing on the skills and tool set you have. And if you don't have the skill and tool set, obviously we need to work on it. We need to make sure that we are improve if that's our goal, if that's what we want to do. But it's not impossible. Like, I learned it myself. Many people learn with me. I teach a lot of students. I've taught over 150 people in the past few years in these one-on-one sessions, and I've seen many people going into studios after just focusing on deliberate practice and really focusing on like learning this as a job, as a career. Okay, so this is like it's a skill you can learn. Of course, it takes time and a lot of effort, but it gives you a lot of freedom and possibility in order to like do this as a job. And it's still the best job in the world, if you ask me, because you can draw and paint all day, make characters and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, any of you is interested in learning this or learning with me, maybe also, I'm offering those one-on-one mentorship sessions. There's a link, or it's just go on my website, figure out what you want to do, and then join. Feel free to hook up and book a session. Yeah, other than that, I wish you all a wonderful weekend. Really appreciate you all staying here, even though stream crashed. Yeah, wish you all a wonderful weekend. And yeah, I don't know, I think there's not much more to say. Really enjoyed the stream, folks. It was a lot of fun for me. And see, I can't stop. It's just fun.
streets like we know. Yeah, I had to peep that. When I turn my energy down, you trying to creep back. Send a text late night to me, I just delete that. Plus I got a new little thing, we push the seats back. I was waiting for ya, but it's okay. I said I'm trying to pull up on ya. Headed that way.
Okay, thank you all for being here. Thanks for joining. And have a good weekend, folks. Take care. Bye bye.